Now in our song, we can have a track controlling each device, and each track can have multiple lanes that control that same device, and each lane can have multiple clips. And a clip is simply an area that's surrounded by a block here that will contain notes or automation or other information. I can select any clip just by highlighting it. You'll notice this one has some filter automation in it. This one has some notes in it. I can have other clips that contain pattern information. And I just simply select it with my arrow tool and I can drag the clip anywhere I want. Now you'll notice that it's snapping to a bar. Let me zoom in here a little bit so we can see this a little better. Now you can see the bars, and as I drag, it snaps to a bar. The reason it's doing that is because my snap is turned on up here and it's set to bar. If I set it to quarter note, now I'm snapping to quarter notes. My grid is set to half notes and I'm snapping to quarter notes. If I turn snap off, I can move wherever I want. So snap is very useful for keeping things locked to a grid. It's pretty easy to delete a clip. You just highlight it and press backspace. Or you can use the eraser tool, which remember we can choose by selecting E, and I can erase multiple things very quickly. I just undid all of that. I can operate on multiple clips just by shift clicking. So I'll select that, shift click that one, and now I can move them together. Here I'll shift click a couple and move them all at the same time. Now remember that MIDI notes contain no information about the device they're playing. The same MIDI sequence or the same MIDI clip can play any sequence. Right now this clip is playing my funky bass device. But let's go ahead and create a new subtractor device. And I'll switch over to our rack using the window menu. And here is my new subtractor. There's the funky bass, the old one. And now I can option drag that clip to make a copy and drag it to my new device so that it will play back the second subtractor. Now if I hold down the shift key when I drag, it will constrain the movement. So I will lock it to the same starting position, which is really nice to keep things in line. And of course, I could have moved that clip instead of option dragging it to make a copy of it. That's up to you. But right now I have the same clip playing on two subtractors. Let's solo those two. Here's the new subtractor. And here's the old subtractor. Same exact sequence, two different sounds. And it could have been a subtractor and a Thor. It doesn't have to be the same device, obviously. One last thing, if you control click or right click, you can change the color of a clip, and that can be a different color than your track color.